Hi, in this video we will see how to configure MAMP. In the previous tutorial we saw how to install MAMP. If you don't know how to install and download MAMP, check out the video description. There you will find the full details, download and install link of MAMP. So let's get started. At first open MAMP. To open MAMP, press command key and hit spacebar all together, and then you will see this spotlight search. From the spotlight search type MAMP and you will find two versions of MAMP. One is the free version and there is the pro version. So we will use the free version of MAMP. So just double click it to open MAMP. Once MAMP is open, you will find this type of window, and in the bottom there is a add. You cannot remove this add basically, and you don't need to think about that, you don't need to touch. So we will use the free version of MAMP and we can do everything, not everything, most of the steps which we require, we can do everything. So once MAMP window is appeared, you will see this type of three things: cloud, open, web start and start servers. So we'll discuss these things later. Before that, let's talk about the right side top three corner things. Top 3 points are there. One is Apache server, and there is MySQL server, and there is cloud. So by default, when you start for the first time the MAMP, these two will be like empty, blank, there is nothing, and then this is a red circle. Red circle means this is not running properly, or it's not working. Okay, and Apache and MySQL, if those are right red color, that means it's not working properly or shut down something. And if it is like green, that means both of them are working. Suppose in Apache server, if that is green point, that means the Apache server is running, and if nothing, then it will be like blank, this thing. Okay, so if you want to see the version of the MAMP, you can go to the MAMP in the top here, and if you click here, and then uh, this type of menu will come, and if you click on about MAMP, it will show you the MAMP version. Okay, so right now we are using 5.7 version as of now, and then we can close this thing. And to configure this MAMP and to run this Apache server and MySQL server, we have to configure that thing. So to do that, we have to go MAMP and then under preferences. This is the main window to configure everything. So at the beginning, this is general. There are a couple of checkboxes and on empty box. We don't need to think about this thing at first. Check this thing, stop servers. So this is very important. If you quit your MAMP, if you don't put this checkbox marked, then it will consume some resources. So it's always a good point to always check this box. And there is two other things: open web server, web start page. So whenever you will open the localhost, it will open the MAMP web start page will be appeared, and check for update. It will check the update, and if there is an update version, it will prompt you this thing. So this is under general. Okay, and then go to the ports. So this is on important thing. Here you will see different port number. By default there are three ports. One is Apache, and there is Nginx and MySQL port. We'll use Apache and MySQL mostly, but you can use the other port, other server port also. So this is the default port of MAMP. Okay, by default the Apache port is 8888, and the MySQL port is 8889. So if you click on set MAMP ports or to default, it will set the ports to default after changing or something like that. And if you want to change the port, you just need to click here. The real website, for real website, the web port is 80 and MySQL port is 306. So if this two port is free, sometimes some people they prefer to develop based on this two port, you can click over there. Otherwise it will you can put some other ports also there. So once you are happy with the port, then just press OK button to configure that port based on that. Now go to the PHP. In this PHP panel, there are two versions of PHP. One is 7.3.9 and there is 7.4.2. So I always prefer to use the latest version of PHP. So for my computer, I see the latest version of PHP is already set up, and there is a cache. You can make it on or off, but I don't I'm for this is local install, and I am not interested to use this cache. That's why I put it off, but you can also do experiment with other port also. Then go to a server. In the server there are two types of server. One is Apache and is Nginx. For WordPress or regular site or like Joomla or Drupal, the Apache is fine, but the other server also work. So any server you can choose. But I recommend for real server, if you use Apache, then use Apache, otherwise use the other one. Below this you will see two buttons. One is like selecting the root folder, another is for finder. This will set your the root folder of your server. So by default it is pointing to the hard disk, then applications, then there is MAMP, and there is htdocs. All the website content and configuration is located in this folder. I mean, whichever, once you develop one website which is visible in the outside world, it will be in this folder there. If you want to choose some different other location, you can also point to that. To do this, we have to click select, and from there it will pop up the window, this type of window, and from here you can also point to other location. But I am not doing that, because if you wish you can do that, but I am not interested to do that. That's why I'm clicking on cancel button, but you can do that. And then there is another on MySQL. So there is no option basically. It is showing the current version of MySQL, and it is showing that 5.7.26, and there is cloud. If you want to buy pro version, then this cloud is workable. To use this option, basically you need the pro version. There is a minimum fee, like few dollar, then you can get one version on pro version, something like that, and you can host and basically you can back up your on database and on WordPress file, something like that. You can do that. You can explore that to their website. Okay, so these are the main options. Once you are happy, then you can close this thing by pressing OK, and then you can close the preferences. Once you are ready, then you can click on the start server to start the MAMP server. So I'm going to hit start button, and it will start very soon, and you will see it will change this color. See, MySQL, it is green color, and Apache web server, it will also be green color very soon, but it is loading. It takes some time. Generally it depends on the computer performance of your computer. And then once everything is fine, then you will be prompted this step up MAMP startup page. Okay, and you will see here that Apache server is green, also MySQL server is also green. Okay, and this is also green. That means everything is running fine, and this is the startup page of MAMP. And from here you will see what version of MAMP you are running. Currently my version is 5.7, and this is up to date. And there is some other option like buy MAMP. These are the ads, I will say. And then it is showing that this is my MySQL server details. Okay, so the host is localhost, and right now it is using this port, and user is root, and password also is root, and this is the socket. And then example PHP 5.6, this type of thing you'll see. And then there is on important thing, that is tools. If you click the tools, there is like triangle, small triangle. If you click here, it will pop up this menu, and there is two information, two important thing. One is PHP info, and this PHP-MyAdmin. So if you click PHP-MyAdmin, it will open the MySQL database. So I don't know why it is PHP-MyAdmin, but this is basically a MySQL database panel. From here you can create database. If you click there at click the database, then it will give you option to create the database. Okay, so this is for MySQL database, and it is running under localhost colon 8889 port. And in the tools there is another option, PHP info. If you click there, it will show you all the details of PHP details. Right now the PHP version is 7.4.2, and then below that there are other things also, like system, what is the system, something like that, and build date, something like that. You can check off this thing, and in this way you can actually explore everything. And when you open MAMP, then by default it will come. So I'm going to the start page. So this is the start page in this way, and every time whenever you will start MAMP, it will open this window. But if you want to disable this startup page, you can also do that. To do this thing, you have to go this MAMP. Once you are in the MAMP, then go to the MAMP preferences, and then from there you have to go general, and from there you have to uncheck this open web start page. So if you uncheck this thing and press OK, then whenever next time whenever you will open a MAMP, it will not open that startup page like this. So this is the startup page, right? So it will not be on this. So let me show this thing. So let's close this server, So once you close the server, you will see that color is also changing, so it's also changed. That means it's not running. Okay, so now let's start the web server again. So I'm going to click here. Now you will see both of them will be green color, but the web start page will not be there. See, it's not coming there. So in this way, basically you can configure your MAMP. You can point to the desired Apache PHP version, and also you can check the MySQL server, which port it is running and which version. And also if you want to change the port number both for Apache or MySQL, you can also go from MAMP preferences, and in this way. And also you can stop the server, and later if you disable the startup page, you can also start the web start page by clicking also there. If you click here, it will open the same page again. So in this way you can also configure everything in MAMP. So hopefully by watching this video tutorial, you are very comfortable the different options of MAMP and how to open the server. I mean, how to start the server, how to start the Apache SQL server, some Apache server or MySQL server. You can do that, and you can also know how to enable or disable the startup page, and also how to start and stop your MAMP server. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel, and also don't forget to put your valuable comments.